there have been 3 women to hold the mantle of the hero jackpot. Let's get into the video and find out the legacy of the Marvel hero jackpot. Sarah Ehret, the original jackpot, was a brilliant scientist whose life's work was dedicated to finding a cure for Parkinson's disease. Sarah, alongside her dedicated research team, believed that they had hit the jackpot with their experimental treatment Lot 777. But Sarah's fate took a dark turn when she accidentally exposed herself to Lot 777 while pregnant. The exposure led to a genetic transformation that left her in a coma for several months. When she awoke from her coma, she was overjoyed to discover she had given birth to a healthy baby girl. Months later, while taking a stroll with her husband and daughter, Sarah discovered she had changed. In a moment of sheer instinct, she caught falling debris from a battle involving Spider-Man, saving her family and discovering she had gained superhuman strength. Sarah decided to become a superhero. She joined the Initiative, a government training program for heroes, and adopted the alias of Jackpot. Sarah was determined to make a difference, but it wasn't long before she realized that the demands of being a superhero affected her ability to raise her daughter in peace. Ultimately, Sarah decided to step away from heroics to focus on her family. All was good until an acquaintance, Alana Jobson, uncovered her secret identity. Alana had always wanted to be a hero and offered to buy the jackpot costume and Sarah's hero registration. Eager to leave the superhero life behind, Sarah accepted the offer. Alana became the new jackpot, but Alana had no superhuman abilities, so she resorted to using mutant growth hormone and other drugs to compensate for her lack of powers. As Jackpot, Alana fought alongside Spider-Man, but their partnership was marred by tragedy. During a confrontation with the villain Menace, a city councilwoman was killed. Alana left the scene feeling responsible for her death. In an attempt to cheer her up, Spider-Man sought out what he believed to be Jackpot's home, only to find the real Sarah Ehret, who told him he was at the wrong place and she was not Jackpot. Meanwhile, Alana continued her adventures by raiding a warehouse owned by Walter DeClune and rescuing Daily Bugle staff from a Skrull. She later had another team-up with Spider-Man against the villain Blindside. After their confrontation with Blindside, Spider-Man confronted Alana about her secret identity. When she declined to reveal her identity, Spider-Man took a coffee cup she had used to get her fingerprints. The prints revealed that Jackpot's secret identity was Alana Jobson. Spider-Man then snuck into Alana's apartment and while snooping around uncovered her stash of drugs. When Alana returned home, Spider-Man confronted her. The confrontation quickly turned into a moment of truth. Alana explained that she had bought the costume and the hero registration from Sarah Ehret. She also confessed to having no powers and having to take drugs to gain her abilities. Spider-Man then told her to quit trying to be a hero and suggested she volunteer at Feast instead. Spider-Man went on to hunt down Blindside, but he was caught off guard by a surprise attack from Blindside's girlfriend, Commanda. Things weren't looking good for Spider-Man until Jackpot intervened. Together, they battled Blindside and Commanda. During the battle, Blindside's attack left Alana blind, but Spider-Man was able to treat her with the antidote and restore her vision. Tragically, shortly after their victory, Alana collapsed and died. Stricken with guilt, Spider-Man took her body to Reed Richards, who revealed that the poison released by Blindside and the drugs Alana had previously taken were just too much for her body to handle. Alana's jackpot powers originated from mutant growth hormone combined with several other drugs. Those powers included superhuman strength, speed, durability, reflexes, agility, and stamina. Following Alana's death, Spider-Man returned the jackpot costume to Sarah, compelling her to reassess her responsibility. Haunted by Alana's death and persuaded by Spider-Man's words, Sarah decided to give it another go. She began with small crime-fighting adventures to regain her confidence, but soon she found herself in conflict with the villain Boomerang and fled. Knowing she wasn't ready for supervillain battles, she focused on taking down small-time drug dealers. While tracking down drug dealers, she crossed paths with the villain White Rabbit. While battling the White Rabbit and her henchmen, she encountered Spider-Man, and together they successfully defeated the White Rabbit and her men. Boomerang was working for the criminal known as Rose. The Rose was able to uncover Jackpot's secret identity and sent Boomerang to attack her home, resulting in the tragic death of her husband. Jackpot was able to fend off Boomerang and flee with her daughter. In a bid for safety, Sarah fled to the Baxter Building, leaving her daughter in the care of Reed and Sue Richards before setting out for vengeance. Spider-Man was able to track down Sarah by following the trail of destruction she had left. Unable to dissuade her from her path of vengeance against Boomerang, he decided to accompany her, hoping to prevent her from crossing a line she couldn't return from. During her confrontation with Boomerang, Spider-Man managed to convince Sarah to spare his life. Then together, they apprehended the Rose, ending his criminal activities. Sarah relocated to California with her daughter, legally changing their names to protect their identities. In a tribute to Alana Jobson, Sarah adopted her name as her new identity. Although Sarah was ready to live a quiet life, she was drawn back to New York months later to testify against Boomerang for the murder of her husband. While back in New York, she had a run-in with the villain Mr. Negative. Sarah's jackpot powers stem from her exposure to Lot 777. She has superhuman strength, durability, reflexes, agility, and stamina. The most current character to become the hero Jackpot is none other than Mary Jane Watson. Recently, Mary Jane's story's been quite wonky. After being stranded on an alternate Earth, Mary Jane returned to the main Earth with powers, courtesy of her Jackpot bracelet. The Jackpot bracelet is a device made by Paul Rabin, which functions like a slot machine. Each spin of the bracelet grants Mary Jane a random superpower. When her friend, Felicia Hardy the Black Cat, found out that she had powers, she encouraged Mary Jane to become a hero, and Mary Jane became the latest hero to go by the name of Jackpot. As Jackpot, she has teamed up with Spider-Man and She-Hulk to battle the villain group the Menage-a-Ray, battled Electro, and teamed with the Black Cat to defeat the Owl. Jackpot later sprung into action when a horde of hobgoblins began to unleash terror on the streets of Manhattan. As the situation escalated, she crossed paths with Spider-Man, who had recently rebonded with the Venom symbiote. Recognizing the urgency, the two heroes decided to join forces to confront the hobgoblins. As they fought valiantly, the hobgoblins were suddenly engulfed by the Arachniote, an ancient and formidable symbiote. In the heat of the battle, Jackpot faced a desperate choice. She allowed the Venom symbiote to infect her bracelet. The bold move amplified her powers, enabling her to unleash a powerful blast that sent the Arachniote reeling and freed the hobgoblins from its grasp. Believing that they had defeated the threat, Spider-Man swung away. But the danger was far from over. The Arachniote reformed and ensnared Jackpot. The havoc continued to unravel across Manhattan, and Spider-Man returned, determined to rescue Jackpot. With unwavering resolve, he plunged into the monstrous form of the Arachniote to get to Jackpot. Together, Mary Jane and Spider-Man merged their powers in a climactic showdown, ultimately destroying the Arachniote from within. In the aftermath of the Venom War, a new chapter began for Jackpot. She secretly bonded with the Venom symbiote, choosing to keep it a secret. The Mary Jane version of Jackpot continues to adventure in the Marvel Universe. Mary Jane's Jackpot powers come from the Jackpot bracelet. Each spin grants her randomized powers. Being that the powers are random, they are sometimes helpful and sometimes not. Some of the powers that she's been granted by the Jackpot bracelets include superhuman strength, energy projection, and reality warping, just to name a few. Well, there you have it, the legacy of the Marvel character Jackpot. Personally, I had hoped that Sarah Ehret would return as Jackpot. Who's your favorite version of Jackpot? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Marvel character origin stories. Thanks for watching. Peace.